The story begins with a professional sniper named Lucas, who is lying on top of a hill trying to take aim at his target. His mission is to kill a man named Dormoff, whom the agency has identified as a dangerous terrorist. At this moment, Dormoff is sitting on a train heading to Belgium. Inside the train, Lucas's partner Marino is also present, constantly giving him updates on the target's movement. Everything is going according to plan, but suddenly, a little girl steps in front of Dormoff. Now the situation becomes extremely delicate. The train is just seconds away from entering a tunnel. If the shot is not fired now, the mission could fail. But if the aim is even slightly off, an innocent child could lose her life. At the very last moment, Lucas pulls the trigger. The bullet hits Dormoff directly and the mission is accomplished. After the mission, Marino praises him because what 6 snipers failed to do, Lucas managed to accomplish. But Lucas says that he had aimed for his head. Instead, the bullet hit his neck. If his aim had been even slightly off, that bullet could have struck the little girl. Because of this, he decides that he will quit this dangerous job and try to live a peaceful life. A few days later, Lucas's manager Del Patson comes to meet him. Lucas tells him that he wants to quit because he is tired of this life now. The next day, Lucas arrives at a harbor and rents a boat. He is going to meet his old friend. There, he meets a girl named Danny, who is actually a CIA agent. For now, however, she is hiding her identity and keeping an eye on Lucas. During his meeting with Jack, Lucas learns something shocking. Jack tells him that the man Lucas killed thinking he was a terrorist was actually a scientist and he was innocent. Hearing this, Lucas is stunned. He cannot understand why the agency lied to him. He asks Jack for proof. Jack gives him the address of a man named Yuri who can prove the truth and is currently living in Hungary. But they do not know that their entire conversation is being overheard through a drone. Behind the drone are Janet, the head of the CIA, and Clay, the CEO of Gemini, the same company Lucas used to work for. Both of them decide that if Lucas learns the truth, he could become a threat to them, so they plan to eliminate him. Meanwhile, when Lucas returns to his boat, he finds a hidden microphone under the steering wheel. Now he is certain that someone is spying on him. He goes to Danny and questions her, asking, "You were spying on me, weren't you?" But Danny clearly denies every accusation. Lucas now realizes that the situation is much bigger than it appears. After everything that has happened so far, Lucas realizes his mistake. He understands that he was too quick to suspect Danny. He apologizes to her and, to lighten the mood, asks her to go on a date with him. After a little hesitation, Danny agrees. In the evening, they meet, but this is no ordinary dinner. During dinner, Lucas quietly places her real CIA ID in front of her. Now there is nothing left to hide. Danny admits that she is a CIA agent and that she was assigned to keep an eye on Lucas, but she also says that she will no longer spy on him. The dinner ends, and they both return to their homes separately. That same night, Janet's men arrive at Jack's boat and kill Jack and his girlfriend. The reason is clear. Jack had told Lucas the truth. On the other side, Lucas, who is sleeping deeply, suddenly wakes up at the slightest sound. He senses that someone is inside his house. Without wasting time, he calls Marino and tells him to run. But before Marino can understand anything, he is killed as well. Now Lucas understands that this is a direct cleanup operation. He grabs his gun and eliminates the agents who have entered his house. After that, he goes straight to Danny's house. Seeing Danny in a deep sleep, Lucas realizes that she did not plan this attack. If she had been involved, she would have been awake. It is clear now that Danny is also in danger. He wakes her up and tells her that they need to leave immediately. Danny goes to get the boat. Just then, an agent attacks her. But Danny is a trained agent too. A fierce hand-to-hand fight breaks out between them. Eventually, Danny overpowers him. She snatches his gun and interrogates him. She finds out that all of this happened under Janet's direct orders. A little later, Lucas also arrives there. Danny tells him everything. Now both of them understand that they are trapped in the same game, so they decide to escape together. The two of them get into a speedboat and leave. The next morning, they reach the seashore, where Lucas is cleaning Danny's wound. At that moment, his old friend arrives in a helicopter. His name is Barry. Barry is a pilot who can fly anything from a plane to a rocket. Meanwhile, Clay meets Janet. He is furious because even with so many agents, they fail to eliminate Lucas. Now Clay decides to handle the matter himself. He assigns his best sniper the mission to kill Lucas. Lucas calls Patson and tells him the entire truth. Patson clearly says that both Gemini and the CIA are very powerful forces. He cannot openly help him, but he reveals a big secret. Dormov was not a terrorist. He was a famous scientist. When he refused to work for Gemini, Clay ordered his execution and used Lucas like a pawn. Hearing this, Lucas is filled with both anger and guilt. After that, Lucas, Danny, and Barry arrive in Colombia and stay at a hotel. The next morning, Lucas notices a building across from them. There is a sniper there. Lucas realizes that the game has begun. He steps outside of the hotel so that the sniper will follow him, allowing Danny and Barry to escape safely. As soon as he steps outside, the chase begins. Soon, a gunfight breaks out between them. But during the fight, Lucas feels something strange. The sniper is fighting just like him. Every movement, every strategy, as if he is a younger version of Lucas himself. Even when he gets the chance, Lucas does not kill him. He pulls back, but the junior sniper keeps chasing him. After a long chase, the junior finally corners Lucas, but just then, the Colombian police arrive and Lucas is arrested. A short while later, Danny arrives at the police station. She shows her CIA badge and takes Lucas with her. Now the three of them, Lucas, Danny, and Barry, set off for Hungary to meet Jack's friend Yuri and expose the full truth about Gemini. On the way, Danny quietly asks Lucas a question. "Is that Junior your son?" At Lucas's question, Danny clearly denies it. He says, "I don't know anything about this, and I don't have any son." But on the other side, Junior goes straight to Clay's house. Clay himself is treating his wounds. Questions have already started rising in Junior's mind. Why are Lucas's skills, his movements, his way of thinking, everything, so exactly the same as his own? When he asks Clay this question, Clay avoids the topic. He says, "Don't focus on all that. You only have one target, Lucas. And right now, he is in Hungary." Meanwhile, after reaching Hungary, Danny meets a trusted doctor. She gives Junior's sample and asks for a DNA test. When the report comes back, the truth shakes everyone. Junior and Lucas's DNA is a 100% match. That means Junior is not someone else. He is Lucas's clone. Hearing this, the ground seems to slip under Lucas's feet. He was never told anything about this project. After that, Lucas goes to meet Yuri. Yuri reveals the truth. Dormov was actually the scientist behind Gemini's cloning project. The purpose of this project was to create clones of an elite sniper like Lucas, so that if any clone were killed or captured during a mission, no one could trace it back to the real identity. And when Dormov refused to work on this inhumane project, Clay had him killed. Now everything begins to make sense to Lucas. He had been used like a pawn. After learning the truth, Lucas makes a plan. He wants to meet Junior face to face and tell him the truth. He sends a message to Janet and proposes a deal. "Arrange a meeting between me and Junior. In return, your agent will return safely. Otherwise, the situation will turn against you." Helplessly, Janet agrees. That night, in an isolated garden, Junior and Danny meet. Junior searches her thoroughly, but Lucas does not appear. Junior takes Danny into a tunnel and challenges Lucas to come inside. At the same time, he plants a grenade in the tunnel so that the moment Lucas enters, he will be blown up in the explosion. Moments later, a massive blast shakes the tunnel. When Junior goes inside to see the body, Lucas suddenly points a gun at Junior from behind. In reality, Danny had hidden a micro mic inside her tooth. Lucas was listening to the entire conversation from outside. He had saved himself before the explosion. Now they finally stand face to face. Lucas says, "I don't want to kill you because you are me. Clay is not your father. He created you only for his own benefit." He explains that 25 years ago, Clay took his blood sample. The purpose was that when the real Lucas grew old, he could be replaced with a clone. He also says that he is allergic to bees and that he does not like killing anyone without reason. For a moment, Junior wavers, but then he refuses to believe it. He attacks again. A fierce fight breaks out between them, and while fighting, they both fall into the water. Junior is almost about to kill Lucas when Danny intervenes and saves Lucas's life. Taking advantage of the moment, Junior escaped. Now Junior goes straight to Gemini headquarters and demands the truth from Clay. Clay admits it. "Yes, you are a clone, but I didn't tell you the truth so that you wouldn't become weak. I wanted you to be the strongest." With sweet words, he convinces Junior that even though he is a clone, he has always considered him like a son. Once again, Junior falls into Clay's trap. Sometime later, he tracks Lucas again. This time, he infects him with bee venom. Lucas begins to suffer in pain. Seeing this, Junior realizes the allergy is the same, the pain is the same, the weakness is the same. Now he is certain that he truly is Lucas's clone. And at that very moment, something changes inside him. He immediately gives the antidote and saves Lucas's life. After that, he reveals another big secret. Years ago, Clay had implanted a tracker inside Lucas's body so he could track him anytime, anywhere. Now that Junior knows the complete truth, he carefully removes the tracker from Lucas's body. His intention is clear: to eliminate Clay and shut down this dangerous cloning project forever. After this, Lucas, Junior, Danny, and Barry head toward the city. But Clay is not someone who gives up easily. On the way, Clay calls Junior's phone. He says, "Get out of the car right now." And then the truth is revealed at the city's entry point. An Army tank is already waiting for them. As soon as their car enters the city, the tank fires a missile directly at them. A terrifying explosion erupts. The car is thrown into the air. Lucas, Danny, and Junior somehow survive, but their old friend Barry is killed in the attack. Barry's death strikes deeply at Lucas's heart. After the explosion, Gemini soldiers surround them from all sides. Without hesitation, Clay gives the order: finish them all. And then a rain of bullets begins. Lucas and Danny immediately take position. They fight like a team. Every shot precise, every movement calculated. But the number of enemies is too great, so they decide to enter a nearby house and take defensive cover. In the middle of the fight, Danny is shot in the leg. Despite the pain, she does not lose courage, and Lucas supports her as he takes her inside. Meanwhile, Junior goes directly to Clay and tells him to stop the attack, but Clay refuses. Seeing this, for the first time, Junior stands against him. Clay refuses again. Junior attacks him and knocks him unconscious. After that, he returns to help Lucas. Inside the house, an intense firefight is underway. Junior eliminates soldiers and enters. Suddenly, a masked soldier attacks them. Lucas, Danny, and Junior all fire at him together, but strangely, the bullets have no effect on him. Even fire does not work. Finally, Junior keeps shooting continuously until the soldier collapses. When they remove his mask, they are stunned. That soldier is also a clone of Lucas, and even younger than Junior. That means Gemini has not created just one clone, but an entire clone army. Just then, Clay arrives there. Smiling, he says to Lucas, "You should be proud of yourself. From your DNA, we created a perfect army, without fear, without emotion." Clay explains that his goal was to build a force where real soldiers' lives would not be at risk. According to him, it was patriotism. But Lucas now understands. It was a crime against humanity. In anger, Junior points his gun at Clay, but Lucas stops him. He does not want Junior to carry the same burden of killing someone that he has carried for years. So Lucas takes the gun himself and shoots Clay. As Clay falls, the Gemini project comes to an end. Later, Lucas and Patterson work together to give the remaining clones new identities so they can live normal lives, not as someone's weapon. In the final scene of the film, we see a college campus. Danny and Lucas are standing there. Lucas has gotten Junior admitted. Now his name is Jackson Brogan. He is no longer someone's clone, but starting a new life with his own identity. And the story ends here. So friends, I'm sure you liked the story. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Until then, bye.